Hello, dearly beloved. Welcome to this live twin flame energy check-in. We are here to see what is the current update, what are the current energies within the masculine collective, and what are the current energies within the feminine collective, and what is the guidance that is wanting to come across for all of us at this point of time. What is it that we need to be mindful of, watchful of? These full moon energies definitely are not playing. They are quite compelling. This full moon energy, the strawberry moon energy of Capricorn in Cancer season, it is really bringing to surface everything that we have been denying to ourselves, specifically in terms of relationship, specifically in terms of emotional attachments as well. Where have you been dependent on someone for emotional validation, for support, for appreciation, right? So um, it might be any relationship. It might be your mother, it might be your father, for some of you it might be your sibling, for others it might be your partner, your ex, your boyfriend. um, it has been this one person to whom you go repeatedly back to. You find yourself going again and again to this person to receive the validation, the appreciation, the green signal, so that you can take things forward. And right now, this full moon energy has sort of like brought that up to surface, showing us where we have been giving away our power, our autonomy, our own sovereign right? Because the power doesn't lie with anyone else, it lies with you yourself. So when you feel like you need to ask someone for approval again and again, because you need their pleasing, you need their appreciation, or you need their value, you are selling yourself short, right? So that is something that is coming across for both masculine and feminine energies. This is coming across. Always in the right time. Shiny saying, feeling grief sensation in my heart that is not mine, just want to lie down, not do anything, don't want to eat also. Definitely this is some energy that I've been picking up on, Shiny. And this energy has been going on since yesterday evening particularly, wherein you don't feel like doing anything. You feel very lethargic, you feel like you are done with everything. Like it's almost a sense of giving up. Okay, I'm giving up because I failed, I cannot carry on any further, right? And you might be picking up on your masculine's energy because uh, they feel very tired. They feel very, very tired because they have been fighting with their heart, they have been fighting with their own soul, or they have been fighting with their own calling, inner calling, with their higher calling, right? And it feels very, very draining when you are receiving cosmic guidances and you're seeing all of the signs and you choose to ignore them, and you don't want to walk towards that path because you think that it is not meant for you. You think that it's going to go nowhere. You think that it is not valid, you think that it is not right. And when the mind comes into play, the masculines have been denying themselves of this connection, of their feminine's love, of their feminine's presence. How wholeheartedly she's there to serve him, to be there for him, and they have been denying themselves that, right? So this is not on you, dear feminine. Please don't take this personally on you, but imagine and put yourself in the shoes of your own masculine. Okay, what is the fear that is keeping him from taking that step towards you, from taking that action towards you, right? Somewhere you have been holding yourself back as well on the same lines. It might not be exactly on the same issue, but it might be somewhere on the same lines. Just take the energy and apply to yourself, apply to your own life. If you feel like your masculine is tired, and almost feels like giving up, where do you feel like giving up, right? So there is something that needs to come to light. And please hold more understanding, because the masculines, they pick up on every single ounce of energy that you're sending towards them, right? So if you feel anger, if you feel sadness, if you feel longing, if you feel pain, happiness, joy, fulfillment, gratitude, everything that you feel your masculine is also connecting to, they are also tuning into, because both of you operate at the same radio frequency, and thus you hear the same sounds, you hear the same messages as well. Probably I'm getting this for the first time. Probably you and your masculine both receive the same sort of guidances at the same time, right? And I'm having a lot of throat pain since yesterday, so this is something to do with not doing very well health wise also. So they might be feeling a little bit under the weather, the masculine, so they are taking some time off, resting, recuperating, gathering up all of their energy reserves, right? So paying attention to themselves. I have commitment for both the masculine and the feminine. This is the common energy, shared energy between twin flames, from the deck Moth and Flame. This is a twin flame oracle deck. If you wish to order it, you can reach out to me and I will be happy to send it across to you. This is a deck that I've created on my own. It has multiple messages, right? And this carries particularly energy guidances and oracle messages for divine counterparts, right? So the first card coming out between twin flames is commitment. Alright. Now what this is telling me is that between both counterparts, there is this sense of commitment. There is this sense of longing. There is this desire to surrender yourself completely to your divine counterpart. It's there from your end. It's there from your masculine's end as well. Right, both of you are very, very, very loyal to each other at this point of time, despite of everything that might be going on around. Both of you are committed, completely committed towards each other. Now I'm sensing two different collectives of twin flames. One of you knows for sure, like there has been that universal stamp, that cosmic stamp, that yes, this is your person and there is no doubt about it. Like you cannot go back from this knowing, right? If you have received those solid signs from the universe and you know in the depths of your heart that this is your divine counterpart, you are now allowing yourself to commit wholeheartedly to this journey, to God, and to this person as well, right? So in that you are now wholeheartedly surrendering to divine. Like you are being given the support by cosmic source light as well. You're receiving all of the beautiful miraculous signs that are making it very easy for you to release any sort of expectation to outcome, and you are enjoying this journey. You have started to enjoy this journey, even with its highs, even with its lows. No matter what happens, you are willing to see what comes next for you. So you're tuning into your own inner childlike curiosity, right? Waiting for what is to come in the future. Now the second collective, you are still in doubt. Okay, I don't know if this is my person. I don't know if I'm just going crazy. I don't know if I'm kidding myself. Am I being delusional? I'm not receiving any sort of sign or communication or a commitment from my divine counterpart. On the contrary, I see him like having so many flings then going around, and I don't know what is going on and I don't want to be here anymore. Now the problem here is that you feel that you deserve commitment. You feel that you deserve your person to come forward and to completely like show you this beautiful expression of love in full devotion, but you yourself have been doubting so much. There have been so many doubts, and you still feel that you can move on from this connection. You still feel that there might be someone else. Probably I can have a soulmate connection who is more aligned with me. I can choose someone else over my divine counterpart. So you belong to the second collective who is still like flim flam, right? You have not gone all into this journey, so you are being asked to commit wholeheartedly. There is a requirement for you to commit first. Your divine counterpart is simply a mirror to your awareness, the level of awareness that you hold, the state of being that you are in. Your person is completely mirroring that back to you. So if they are going around multiple people, or if they are still in their situationship, if they are still in a relationship that is not deserving of them, that they don't deserve, right? So what your person is showing to you, that you are not committed to God, to yourself first, right? So you need to first come into your own devotion, right? Understanding that, okay, if this is my person, I know it in the depths of my heart, and if it's not this person, then I'm okay being alone, I'm okay being all on my own. I have God, I have divine support, I have universal guidance, so I'm going to make something beautiful out of my life, and I just want this person to be happy, that's all. I just want them to be happy, I just want them to be doing well, I just want them to be blessed and to be making the best of life, because we are here ultimately to enjoy this gift of life. So when you come into this realization, slowly your twin is also going to shift, they are going to tune in with the state of awareness that you are in. When you start vibrating at the consciousness of gratitude, surrender, devotion, faith, understanding that this is all happening for a reason, and even if we don't come together, it's all right, it's okay. Hey, because ultimately this journey was meant to lead me to God, this journey was here to lead me to divine, right? And that is already happening, that is already in motion. I've already discovered this higher truth within myself, right? I see that all things are connected as one, right? So once that starts happening, even when you're no longer expecting the other person to come along, they start changing as well, right? It is like clockwork. I cannot even describe to you how quickly this happens, right? So you need to come into your own commitment, dear one, understanding that there is this neediness within you. If you feel bitterness, if you feel like, oh, I can move on, I can choose someone else, I have the free will to do anything that I please. If you had free will, you would not have met this person then, right? You would have discovered divine through some other source, so through some other sign, through probably a book, through a near death experience, through an accident, through a financial loss, through some other situation, right? Through some other circumstance. There are many people who go through spiritual awakenings in many different ways. Twin flame is just one of them, right? So we are not attaching ourselves to this person, rather understanding that this person has acted like a catalyst to our own spiritual growth and awakening. And in doing so, when you come into that, you realize and recognize that this is pure love. You're a journey of being pure love, right? Of understanding that we are here to commit wholly to God's self, right? So once you commit wholly to God's self, you have given away your entire life to God, right? It's neither my will, it's just thy will. It's not my will anymore. Okay, so I'm surrendering you, divine. I'm devoting my entire existence to you, and you shall use my vessel as you please. So when you say this to the highest source of love and light, miraculous things start happening around you, right? The journey is taken care of. And then in the energy of the connection, there is also call to action. So there is some sort of an action that is required on both divine counterparts part. There is this nudge in the right direction, probably you have it, we've received some sort of clarity this full moon, or probably it is your person that now knows what is to be done. There is some sort of a clarity that has just hit them like a thunderbolt, and now they say clearly what is the next step that needs to be taken. Many a times what will happen is that even though you understand that things are meant to lead you to union, both of you are coming together to oneness, right? To come to a physical closeness in this manifest reality. What will happen is that you will start having doubts, there will be illusions, there will be these curve balls that the universe throws to you, which makes it really challenging for you to discern whether you are on the right path or not, right? But right now I feel like for both the twin flames there is this I'm itching a lot. Okay, so this is like activations. Itching is a real symptom of you receiving activations, spiritual activations, right? So you are receiving probably a lot of clarity, many activations, there is greater clarity that is coming into you, wherein you know what is the next step that you need to take, and that fear was only in your mind, right? So please follow your intuition, your GPS system, your internal global positioning system, which is your intuition. Please follow it to the T, and this is the time to act. Many of you are having some divine detours as well, so you might be receiving like guidances to take up something completely new, like you were going in this direction of work, and all of a sudden this work has come in from nowhere, and now you find yourself grappling like, oh my god, I was going this path, now how do I work here with this, right? So this is a divine detour, and understand that to make the best of this situation, you simply need to allow yourself to experience that. Okay, so what is happening with the masculine collective? Let us just see. I've taken out 2 different decks today just to see what is the current energy for the masculines. So many cards coming out. Bottom of the deck is 8 of Pentacles. Like I mentioned, this energy is coming up again and again. Hello. This energy is coming up again and again. It came up day before yesterday as well. That I see this masculine working extra hard. They are working very, very, very hard, diligently. They are paying attention to themselves. And it has been shown to me that this masculine is now all in, like all of their attention is towards this journey, which is leading them to God directly. Like they are not bypassing anything, they're not allowing themselves to be distracted even by you, divine feminine. I know that might sound a little bit hurtful to you and oh my god, but that is the ultimate purpose of this journey, to recognize God self first, right? So first there is God, then there is self, and then there is the twin flame, right? So in that order. So it's very, very important for us to recognize that first we need to realize the self, God divine, and I feel like this masculine is working extra hard towards a spiritual awakening. There has been a massive hit of energy that this masculine is receiving right now. There is lots of ambition, motivation. Probably this masculine has discovered a new way of being, a new career path which is now aligned with their spiritual awareness. Probably there has been an idea that they have received that can help them move closer to their divine feminine very, very quickly. Like this is I feel like this is oh my god, this feels like a divine inspiration almost. That's the word that's coming in, right? See how that card moved. So I have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, 2 aces coming out for this masculine. This masculine has stepped into a new chapter, right? I'm getting the next chapter of this journey. This masculine has stepped in because he has received a new hit of spiritual awakening, which is giving him guidances to travel towards his feminine. This might be physically, but also I feel like this is much in spiritual sense, because it's leading him towards a divine love, towards true unconditional spiritual love, which is the heart expansion, and they feel like right now they are in charge. I know that I have manifested this person into my life through probably my own subconscious desire, but it is my soul's calling to pull in my divine feminine into this reality, and this masculine is manifesting you, dear feminine. Also, it might be seen in some other ways. I'm feeling like sacral chakra energy coming up here. This is a masculine card, this is a feminine card, and the magician also speaks to us about how masculines manifest the feminine in their physical reality. That is through the act, through the act of self-gratification. So yes, so that might be happening in the background as well, right? But I feel like this masculine is now recognizing the power that he holds in the physical dimension when he allows himself to align with God, to align with divine, because he has recognized that the kind of negative karma he has created with the feminine needs to be nullified, and he is allowing that. I'm feeling the heat at the side of my ears right now. So this masculine is allowing the negative karma to burn away, to burn everything away. He's being very patient right now. He's being watchful and understanding of everything that is happening around him. many changes taking place around this masculine's physical life. It might be around relationships or career or family, or his own like economic background. There are many changes happening at the same time, right? So this masculine is stepping into this next chapter of this twin flame journey with great energy. Like this is a very very powerful, uplifting energy, positive energy that I'm sensing from this masculine. It feels like all of a sudden all things are possible for him. All doors have opened up for him, because there has been a honest realization that he's had within himself, right, about the negative karma that he had caused with the feminine in the past. Look at this conflict. Like I can't all of this coming across, and oh god, I didn't mean what I said, and what I truly meant I did not say. I know more than I let out. My head and heart are at war over you. So this, I definitely feel like there is this new energy of wanting to come forward and to just express, to just like come shooting right in, and to like hold out declarations of fondness, of love, of consideration towards the feminine, because they have discovered this true love, this beautiful love. Like this is a true love. Do not doubt this. Do not doubt this, my love. I feel this love for you. You have brought back the zest and passion back into my life. I was a dead man walking, right? And then there was you. And then there was you who made me realize that I had the power within myself to drive my destiny, right? By aligning myself with divine and co-creating with the universe. I'm discovering my true self. Oh my god. Oh god. I'm discovering my true self. It's like I was asleep all this time. I said dead man walking, right? I'm questioning everything reality bites, right? So he is questioning, doubting, second guessing everything that is happening in his reality, because it is leading him towards God realization. It was you, and it will always be you. You have no idea how long I have loved you for. Our love is eternal and transcendental. This is a true love. This is a divine love that we are speaking of, and it is this love that has brought so much of peace and joy and harmony to me. It has led me towards aligning with God, towards seeking God, and towards understanding my own true self. Our love is eternal and transcendental. I have been unfair to you, the part where I spoke about the negative karma that this masculine has caused and created with the feminine. I was unfair to you. I want to make things right between us, but would you give me a second chance, right? Hope. This masculine is still holding the hope that he can make things right, that he can come forward and rectify things that have gone down south with their divine feminine. They want to make it up to you, right? I'm preparing to come forward. We are on this joy ride together. I will approach very soon. There is an action. There is a call to action. There's also this card that is call to action, right? So masculines are being called to action. They are receiving this inner push, this energetic push they are receiving from the universe to approach their divine feminine and to initiate conversation, communication, to clarify things. They have done the work. Okay, this masculine is working really really overtime. I'm getting, not just in their career but also on themselves. They're working on themselves spiritually, understanding what needs to change within. Okay, and this is like fast paced changes that are happening with the masculine. What else? Cat, speak your truth, right? So this masculine is receiving this energetic push from the universe to express his heart's desire, to express his mind, to speak his thoughts, to share his truth with the feminine. Have strength, faith and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed, and that is why I've been having a sore throat since the past 2 days. This is like old energy dissolving from the throat chakra. Masculines have been holding back their words. Okay, that is why they go silent, because probably truly expressing themselves honestly, they received some reprimand, they received punishment, they were shamed, they were held responsible and guilty for just like sharing their voice, and that's why they completely locked themselves in the throat chakra, right? That is why they go blind to truth as well, right? So because this is the seat of authenticity for all of us, the throat chakra, the Vishuddhi, is a chakra which once gets unlocked, there is no going back. It's like you cannot lie even if you want to, right? You don't want to lie because you understand the repercussions of lying. So if this masculine has been lying in the past, or they have been holding back some information, if they have been going silent with their words, with their communication with you, they are slowly healing that right now, okay? And they are being urged to come forward and communicate. Leaf cutter and so this is also community card coming out. Army of life, ask for help, seek support, you are not alone. So masculine is receiving all sorts of support from the community that is around, their friends, their like for some of the masculines I'm getting certain masculines have a gym tribe. They have a very strong bond of men around them that helps them, that is supporting them, and it is a part of their own angelic team that is manifest here on earth. So like this is a lot of security and a lot of confidence that this masculine derives from his tribe. This might be at the gym, this might be at the workplace. For some of the masculines it's at a certain book club, or like a certain activity that they undertake. It might be like a club. I'm getting like a squash game or a cricket club that this masculine has registered themselves to. So what I mean to say is that right now this masculine is receiving lots of community support around him, okay, which is making him feel that he's not alone, right? This is like angelic support that is being sent to this masculine to raise his energy levels, to raise his levels of confidence and conviction, to do the right thing towards the feminine. Because all of the other people around now, masculines have been actually blinded by the real world, right? By doing what is right only for them, and that is like functioning from a fear-based mentality. So right now they are stepping into their love, right, through the feminine, because everything that they have extended towards the feminine, it makes them see themselves, and they don't like what they see in the mirror completely. Like they are completely horrified. Like, oh my god, how can this be me? How could I have done such a thing to this person, right? So they cannot believe themselves, and that itself, it initiates a kind of transformation. Inner alchemy takes place, and they want to do better. So their tribe, their community, they are relying upon, deriving hope, motivation, support, confidence, and they are just like boosting them up. They are asking this person, this masculine, to do the right thing, right? Not only for you, divine feminine, but this is also ultimately going to rectify his own negative karma by cancelling it out, right? So what is happening with our feminines? Oh, look at that. Our feminines are completely like, so there is some sort of a new course. I see like feminines taking up a new hobby. For some of you it might be like something to do with baking, sweet goods, chocolate, something to do with fruits, shakes, punches, something to do with cooking basically. But some of the feminines also taking up a certain course. It might be in social media marketing, it could be something to do with like regular marketing, or you just want to expand your knowledge on some spiritual discipline as well. Some of you might be taking up different kinds of yoga, right? Learning something new, all right? You have that interest now within you. You are putting your mind energy in the correct direction, and that's showing, that's being reflected in the energy of the masculines. You are doing the right thing, focusing on yourself, opening up your mind to new things, right? Being curious about acquiring new knowledge. The Six of Pentacles coming up for the feminine. So there is a lot of balance that I see for you, dear feminine. You are in a good spot when it comes to money. If you are not, trust that you will reach there soon, because you feel quite satisfied within yourself, okay? It's like, okay, I have what I need, and I'm going to work on myself right now, okay? And you are working on your own mind positivity, your own self positivity, which is leading you to better growth, which is leading you towards a more improved mood and mindset. and also you have this newfound childlike energy within you, right? So you are happy being on your own. Nine of Pentacles again coming forward, so something to do with money, um, which is unfolding for some of you. Dear feminine, some of you are working really hard on your money situation because you know that you need to strike a balance. Something is unbalanced right now, but please know that the only thing that you need to do is to show up. Okay, so once you, oh my god, everything started shaking. So once you show up for your work, for yourself, everything sort of like unfolds very beautifully on its own, right? So you just need to show up, you just need to put in that effort, let go of all of the outcomes, all of the expectations, and all of this money situation is going to resolve itself. Okay, it's like I'm seeing that literally. It's like you cannot force a flower open, right? You cannot pollinate a flower and just have a fruit out of it. Nature takes its due course and everything is achieved by nature, right? So there is no slow and fast, that's there only in the mind, right? So be chill, enjoy your time here, enjoy the current moment. Like, there is so much of positive energy, warm energy around you, dear feminine, so much of support. I'm just loving your energy at this point of time. Some of you worrying about your old age, like thinking too much about the future, I guess. What's happening to feminines? Okay, so for the feminines, I often talk to you in my thoughts and dreams. We are in constant communication, telepathy. So your divine feminine is reaching out to you and letting you know that there is constant communication at all times. You might feel like certain sensations, certain energy sensations in certain parts of your body, and if that has happened to you recurringly, you can pinpoint and understand that it is your divine counterpart that is reaching out to you and like speaking to you in the mind through the thoughts. So please be mindful about what is coming through, okay? What is making you feel things emotionally or energetically, and that is going to give you a hint towards what is being shared with you, right? What your person is trying to send to you. You might be seeing many signs as well around, like literal signs on billboards, or you might be seeing like signs in books for some of you. Some of you are seeing words in the newspapers, right? Some of you are hearing words in songs and communication, like communication over the radio, okay? Things that you spoke to your divine masculine about and no one knows about it, it's just you and them, but those words sort of like reaching your ears again. So there is telepathic communication that is taking place. Your person is reaching out to you. Please be aware and mindful of that. I'm gaining self-mastery over my own emotions rather than them running me. So there is this energy of self-mastery when it comes to controlling your own emotions, being the master of your own emotional state, which the feminine is perfecting within herself, which is really good, because that is what makes you feel very satisfied, knowing that you can shift your energy state whenever you wish to, right? Yes, emotions come and go, but at the same time we are not to ignore them, but at the same time we are not to flow away with them and completely ruin our entire week, month, year. Okay, we are not here to do that, right? Understanding that these emotions are like waves, they come and go. Feeling ignored, I feel ignored, unseen, rejected right now. I cannot understand what I did to deserve this behavior. So there is some sort of a wounding that is coming up, dear feminine, which you need to master, right? Which you need to gain awareness of, because this wound will come up again and again. तो जब तक आपने अपना वुंडिंग जो है लोकेट नहीं किया है कि आपका वुंड क्या है, एक्सेप्टेंस वुंड है, रिजेक्शन वुंड है, या गिल्ट का वुंड है, या एक्सेप्टेंस का वुंड है, राइट? तो जब तक आपको पता नहीं पड़ता है कि आपकी कोर वुंडिंग क्या है, आप उससे हील नहीं कर सकते हैं बहुत जल्दी से. लाइक इट्स गोइंग टू टेक अ लॉन्ग टाइम, and the way to do it very quickly and effectively is to take help of the inner child healing journal that I have created. You can find the link in the bio. It's a completely free of cost journal. It's a service that that I have offered on my Instagram profile. You can see it in my bio. The link is already available there. So in that there is like step by step action that you can work with, and you can understand deeper parts within yourself that have been hurting you since very very long. Not just this relationship with your twin, but also other relationships are affected because of these wounds. So once you are aware of the wounding that you hold, you automatically start being more and more aware every single time when the trigger comes up, right? So if you want to take benefit of that healing journal, you can access it from the link in my bio, or if you cannot find it, you can just send me a DM and I'll share it with you, right? So what is the guidance that is coming across for the feminine at this point of time? आज सब बहुत शांत है, कोई कुछ बोल नहीं रहा है, सब सुन रहे हैं. I feel like I'm on TV. Please guys, say something, share something. क्या चल रहा है, क्या हो रहा है? Held. Alright. So dear feminine, you are held with the sureness of the soil. Be your own safe place, be your own secure place. कोई आए ना आए, कोई आपको ध्यान दे रहा है नहीं दे रहा है, कोई आपके लिए खड़ा है नहीं खड़ा है, आप खुद के लिए खड़े रहें, आप खुद के लिए स्वयं के लिए खड़े रहें. Be that firm ground for yourself, and knowing that I know nobody is there right now, but I am here and God is here with me, so I'm not alone in that, right? So there is sureness of the soil, there is unseen help. Again, you are also receiving some sort of an unseen support, dear feminine. Your angelic team is there around you, it's supporting you, it's giving you guidance. There is this community itself is there for you, okay? So share any time that you want. I'm offering this mentorship free of cost for anyone who is there to avail it, okay? So when you are having your own down day, when you are just feeling down and out, you feel like giving up, you feel like losing hope and everything is going dark, please reach out, okay? Text me, text anyone that you feel comfortable to, who might understand what you're going through and who can offer you a few words of consolation, right? Do that. You're not alone in this, right? You don't need to keep everything to yourself. So once you allow yourself to feel and share even the pain, it's a beautiful experience, right? So there is support at hand for you, dear feminine, only if you wish to share. Lineage of the rose, moved by the goddess here for this soul call gather. Again, this is also about community, so very strong support coming in from the higher realms, specifically with regards to people who are connected to you, people whom you are meant to guide and mentor, people whom you are meant to inspire and uplift. They need your help as well, okay? So these two cards are basically asking me to tell the feminine that you are here to show up. Just show up for yourself, right? Be there for yourself. Take your time if you wish to, but do not ignore yourself for far too long, because then you go off track for what you are meant here to achieve, okay? You're here to fulfill your own soul mission, to be here of service, which is the highest of all, right? So when you are present for others, giving your time, your energy, your love, your patience, your wisdom, you are being of full service to the other person without any expectations in your mind. You actually align with your highest soul purpose, right? So I hope this reading resonated with you. I love you so much. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys around.